Out of the darkness comes Zero Dark 30, Kathryn Bigelow's steely, stealthy, altogether engrossing drama about the 9-year search for Osama bin Laden, based on actual events and taking us behind the scenes at CIA black sites and Pentagon boardrooms. It's the most thorny and controversial film on this year's shortlist, and this, it turns out, is a bad thing. Its Oscar chances are now in freefall.
Can I be honest with you? I am bad news. I'm not your friend. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to break you. Any questions?
Bigelow's film comes beset by controversy. On the one hand, it stands accused of colluding with the CIA, and on the other of besmirching America's reputation by documenting and implicitly condoning the use of torture. And none of this is likely to sit well with Academy voters. They're more likely to prefer the reassuring official history of Lincoln or the phony subversiveness of a film like Argo. Zero Dark 30, I think, is too spiky and troublesome for its own good.
I want to make something absolutely clear. If you thought there was some working group coming to the rescue, I want you to know that you're wrong.
So here's a rebuttal of sorts. Zero Dark 30 does not condone terrorism. It tells us that it happened, and it shows us that it's horrible, almost to the extent where our sympathies are torn. It's also so much more than a piece of cosy, embedded journalism. It's a film from the shadows, a tale of brutal, murky people in a brutal, murky world. What Bigelow does is show the dirty nuts and bolts of counterterrorism, the horrible sausage factory of American heroism. The irony is that if she'd taken a more gung-ho, boneheaded approach to this material, like Argo for instance, she'd probably be the Oscar favourite now.
You really believe this story? Osama bin Laden? Yeah. What part convinced you? Her confidence.
Now, by rights, in a perfect world, Paul Thomas Anderson's The Master would be on this year's Best Picture shortlist. But in the absence of The Master, I'm going for this one, the ideal film for an imperfect world. It's brilliantly handled and deceptively nuanced, a tale of cold-eyed obsession in the planet's darkest corners. It's like a 21st century Moby Dick, with Jessica Chastain as Ahab and bin Laden as the whale. It's a film for our times, whether we like it or not, and I like it.